Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
It's midday. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. The news is live from our studios at number 11 Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka in Accra. We are also live around the world on citynewsroom.com. The news is also live on all affiliates across the 16 regions of the country. In the Western region, we are live on Beach FM 105.5 and Sky Power FM 93.5, both in Takrady. Bono region, J Life FM 95.5 in Sunya. In Ashanti region, Focus FM 94.3 on KNUST campus in Kumasi. Orange FM 107.9 also in Kumasi. Volta region, we are live on Revival FM 99.3 in Tajau. Coming up this hour, NPP petitions Inspector General of Police over assault on the party's third national vice chair by the NDC's Chief Azoka during the just ended Akutia by-election.
So if they haven't seen what you guys have dutifully circulated in the media, at least we're provided for them so that they can take full account of what happened.
Meanwhile, the police in Akutia has begun investigations into the alleged assault on Alhaji Masaudu Osman. Also coming up, over 100 residents convicted in Karachi East for breaching sanitation bylaws.
100 accused persons, over that 100 accused persons, 7 accused persons have been prosecuted today. And then the fine was 50 penalty unit and the higher is 70 penalty unit.
Still ahead as we gear up for the 2025 edition of the This is Ghana exhibition. Today we hear from the organizers of the event on what to expect this weekend.
Apart from the exhibitors who are coming, the stand-alones, we are also going to have villages, so for the GEA, for the Ghana Exim Bank, so our sponsors are bringing also exhibitors as well.
And later, Black Stars of Ghana faces Chad in a World Cup qualifier later this afternoon.
We are prepared. We observed everything today. Like I said, it's not a good AstroTurf, to be honest. Nowadays, there are far more better AstroTurfs.
All that and more on Citi Prime News, which is also live in the northern region on Radio Bimbilla 91.9 in Bimbilla. Upper West, we are live on Tunsong FM 97.3 in Wa and Japa FM 96.1 in Japa.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Thank you for joining us this hour. It's our very first story. The New Patriotic Party, NPP, has formally petitioned the Inspector General of Police calling for the immediate arrest of Chief Sofo Azoka, a vice chairman of the National Democratic Congress. The party's Ibuaka North Constituency Communications Officer Abdul Wahab Amadou and an unidentified individual captured in a video slapping the NPP's third vice chairman Alhaji Masaudu Osman during the Akutia by-election. The NPP alleges that Chief Azoka and Abdul Wahab Amadou threatened violence and assaulted party officials, including Minority Leader Alexander Penyomakin, during the polls. Director of Communications for the NPP, Richard Ahinyagba, addressed the media after submitting the petition to the IGP.
Included with the petition. So if they haven't seen what you guys have dutifully circulated in the media, at least we're provided for them so that they can take full account of what happened and take the necessary step to bring sanity by punishing these individuals, not only for the sake of punishing them, but to create a certain standing deterrent for all who would want to copy such behavior, and that our democracy will not tolerate that, and that is not part of how we want to engage ourselves in a democratic process. So that's the reason we came, and we are very happy, even though we didn't have a the opportunity to extensively discuss with the IGP, was gracious enough to give us a few moments, and then had promised that we can come in and see him. So we are working on appointment to see him later on if need be, to discuss the petition further. But we want to also plead with you as the media to focus on this petition.
Richard Anyagba is Director of Communications for the NPP. Meanwhile, the Eastern South Police Command has begun investigations into the alleged assault on Alhaji Osman Masaudu. Now, Deputy Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Mohammed Adam Superu, has criticized the NPP, arguing that the party lacks the credibility to petition the IGP over the alleged assault. Speaking on Channel 1 TV's Breakfast Daily Show, Mohammed Adams Superu condemned the reported assault but insisted the NPP is in no position to demand justice.
Yesterday they were in power. It was okay. They didn't care. They were assaulting members of NDC. They were accusing ordinary Ghanaians. They were beating judges who were seen not to be aligned with them. It was okay. Today, it is about you. Now you are crying. That is what I'm talking about. That's the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. In as much as I condemn it, I think that it shouldn't be a new patriotic party. They should not. They don't have the moral right to petition any police in this country to arrest when it comes to matters of election violence. Really? They do not have the moral right. And as much as that I condemn the action of our vice chairman, I condemn the action of Azoka, whoever that assaulted the third vice chairman of NPP. I think it should be any other person rather than NPP petitioning IGP.
Deputy Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Mohammed Adams Superu. Management of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Unit of the Ridge Hospital says the facility is faced with the challenge of inadequate beds and human resources. Management reveals that it is compelled to attend to labor patients in chairs in some cases due to the non-availability of beds. During a visit to the Ridge Hospital by the Health Committee of Parliament, the head of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Unit, Dr. Martin Osu Boama, called for urgent support to address the concern.
The basic challenge here, one, is the bed availability and human resource. So just behind you, there are some chairs there people sit on. Sometimes, I dare say, for a day. I mean, it is not the best. Whole day. Yes, because the place is full. The place is full. There's no bed. And you can't, I mean, sometimes you tell them to even to look at other facilities and they don't want to go. It's yes here. So what we do is I will put measures in place so that when we are doing the review, we also go there and review them. But obviously, it is not the best. Yes. I mean, a pregnant woman in labor sitting, yes, it's really the best. So it's something that we need to look at. I think management is well aware of that, yes.
Head of the Obstetrics and Gynecology Unit at the Ridge Hospital, Dr. Martin Owusu Boama, now Director of Medical Services, Dr. Leslie Adams Zakaria, also appealed for accommodation for health workers of the hospital for efficient healthcare delivery.
As for accommodation, it's a major issue. We have people coming from Dodowa, Amasama. I come from Kaswa on a daily basis. So it's a major issue. Yes, we have very few. What we have on campus, we've given to the house officers. And even the house officers, just about a quarter or a fifth of them who have accommodation. So it's a major challenge for staff in general. So we have one bus, but one that conveys people around. We've gone into an agreement with private companies that help move our staff around. We started about a week ago.
Dr. Leslie Adams Zakaria is Director of Medical Services at the Ridge Hospital. The head of surgery at the same facility, Dr. Ruben Ngeza, also urged the committee to amend existing laws to cater for needy patients.
We also have some few challenges with the discharge but inpatients. The issue is finance. The poor would always be with us, right? And we have to find a way of helping them, right? But the system is such that within the public sector space, it's very difficult to come up with any fund, like a purpose fund. It's something that we tried, but we're having some challenges to do that. So it's something that we need to establish because we need to take care of the poor. Yeah, there are people who are genuinely, they don't have, but then they fall ill and they come to the facility, and we need to be able to at least help them. So it's a huge challenge. So some of the laws may have to be amended so that at least we'll be able to take care of such people. So it's very unfortunate, but that is the reality on the ground. You know, there are very expensive drugs like Meronin, some of the antibiotics. If you're on admission and you buy it for about a week, there's no way I mean, that's more or less like a serious financial stress on you. It will definitely affect you.
That was the head of surgery at the Ridge Hospital, Dr. Rubin in Giza. Ghana has recorded 21 new mpox cases, bringing the total to 467 as of August 28. The death toll remains at 1. According to the Ghana Health Service, all 16 regions have so far recorded cases, heightening concerns about the rising numbers. The service has urged the public to practice good hygiene and seek medical attention if they experience symptoms such as headaches, fever, unexplained rashes, or body pains. Now, a former member of parliament for Kaikui North, Alhaji Isa, has cautioned that the ongoing standoff between the Minister of Communications, Samuel Nate George, and DSTV could undermine business confidence in Ghana. He criticized the minister's approach, warning that such treatment of multinational corporations could send the wrong signal to current and potential investors. Speaking on Channel 1 TV's Breakfast Daily Show, the former MP noted that multinational companies are closely monitoring the situation and may take cues from how it unfolds.
The minister is taking an entrenched position. The company today, we all know, I mean, if you read the international finance papers, the company itself is going through some sort of financial issues, challenges, I should say. Now we have an entrenched position taken by the minister. Today is the 4th of September. On the 6th of September, 2 days from now, we'll see what happens. I heard the minister threaten. Yesterday, he made a statement somewhere that if they don't meet the deadline, he's going to take them off. But I have said on this platform that this is not the way to deal with multinationals like that, because other companies are also watching what is happening and they are taking stands.
To affect investor confidence.
Is this a reset agenda the NDC is bringing? Is it a business environment they want to build in Ghana?
Right. That was a former MP for Kaikui North, Alhaji Fuseni Issa. Over 100 residents of the Karachi East municipality of the Volta region have been convicted by the Dambai District Magistrate Court for violating sanitation bylaws. The offences included indiscriminate dumping of refuse, poor sanitation practices, and open defecation. The court imposed fines ranging from 600 to 800 cedis. Landlords without toilet facilities were also ordered to provide them within 3 months or risk prosecution. The prosecutions come in the wake of a surge in typhoid cases in the O2 region, with over 20,000 cases recorded in the first half of this year. Regional Environmental Health Prosecutor Patrick Bafa said the move was necessary to safeguard public health.
100 accused persons, over 100 accused persons, 7 accused persons have been prosecuted today. And then the fine was 50 penalty units, and the higher is 70 penalty units. The rest are those who do not have a toilet in their various houses. They were cautioned to go and build a toilet and report to the court later before their fine will be pronounced. This would deter the community or the people living in the environment to not, so that they will not practice in first open defecation, dumping or practicing of crude dumping. This all will stop or will prevent the spread of diseases such as cholera and the typhoid in the community. So, of today's court, Citi.
Patrick Bafa, Assembly Member for Dambai Central Charles Aruranyi, commended the task force for the intervention, noting that it will serve as a deterrent to those who neglect their environment.
ubia no adonkelism. Sa adonkelism no
These new regulations will help improve public health and safety. In the past, filth became a major problem due to the residents' nonchalant attitude. Such behavior does not promote cleanliness in the community. We support the decision requiring landlords to provide toilet facilities, and we are committed to abiding by these regulations until the community is free from filth. The only challenge has been residents' non-compliance, so we appreciate the government's intervention.
You heard Assembly Member for Dambai Central, Charles Aruanyi. This is still the City Prime News on 97.3 City FM. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Still to come, Black Stars of Ghana faces Chad in a World Cup qualifier in about 45 minutes. We have details coming up shortly. Please stay with us.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Ghana's biggest marketplace is almost here. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is drawing closer. Come experience 2 unforgettable days of authentic made in Ghana products, services, and culture with electrifying performances from Kwampa Band and In Ching Ching Band. It's happening on Saturday the 6th of September and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. All of this is at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies. Don't miss the biggest made in Ghana celebration, the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Yeah, welcome back. President John Dramani Mahama has tasked the Ministers of Finance and Foreign Affairs to urgently address the huge costs Ghana incurs on renting properties for its diplomatic missions abroad. He noted that a strategic plan has been approved to transition from renting to developing state-owned properties overseas for diplomatic use. He was speaking during the swearing-in of 18 newly appointed ambassadors, high commissioners and protocol officials to represent Ghana across the world.
I urge you to guard the public purse with diligence and ensure that efficiency, service, and ethical governance, the very values we're entrenching at home, shine through in every mission abroad. Let me be emphatic. Ghana cannot continue spending a staggering more than $15 million every year on renting properties abroad for our diplomatic use. This is not a judicious use of taxpayers' resources. And the reset agenda requires an immediate reversal of this trend. And that is why Cabinet has promptly approved the STRIDE initiative. And STRIDE refers to the strategic transition from rental to developing our own properties. I've tasked the Ministers for Foreign Affairs and Finance to work urgently to resolve this long-standing challenge. From my latest briefing, a transaction advisor has been appointed, standard designs are being developed, and funding mechanisms are already being negotiated. This decisive shift will ensure that our missions abroad are housed in properties that are owned by the Republic, reducing wasteful expenditure while safeguarding Ghana's dignity on the international stage.
President Mahama also urged the envoys to protect the image of Ghana and explore opportunities that will attract investment.
How well we engage the private sector, civil society, and our dynamic Ghanaian diaspora abroad. As you assume this noble mandate, remember that your service is not for yourself, but for country and God. Serve with humility, courage, and excellence. May your tenure bring renewed favor to Ghana, progress to our people, and dignity to every Ghanaian, both at home and abroad. On behalf of the government and people of Ghana, I wish you well in your assignments.
President John Dramani Mahama. Accra's worsening sanitation crisis has become a major concern, with mountain waste threatening public health and the environment. Citi News' Ejubi Riafe Akenten reports on the growing menace and effort by authorities to curb it.
Filth, and more filth everywhere. That's the reality of Ghana's capital, Accra. From bustling highways to quiet back streets, open gutters to lorry parks and shop fronts to residential areas, piles of garbage, locally called bola, have become part of the city's landscape. This deepening sanitation challenge is fueling outbreaks of cholera, typhoid, malaria, and other hygiene-related illnesses. Data from the 2021 Population and Housing Census by the Ghana Statistical Service reveals that only 51.4% of urban households have their solid waste collected. This means nearly half of residents lack access to basic waste management services. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly's 2020 report paints an even grimmer picture. The city generates about 3,000 tons of waste every day, yet only a fraction is collected. The rest is dumped in open drains, worsening flooding and choking waterways. But what do residents believe is behind this alarming situation?
Accra sanitation is a problem, it's part of our behavior as citizens. And we Ghanaians said, if you don't give us force, we will not do the right thing because people are not watching us.
It's an issue that is sort of complex. One of them is got to do with the provision, like the fact that there are no bins, that are readily accessible for people to put in their stuff. So it's also an attitude thing where people sort of feel that it's okay to just litter.
Our district assemblies are not working at all. They are not doing anything better to help us. And sometimes we have this dirt and debris around. When you complain, no one comes to work on it. Then cholera might spread out or the rest. 100% of the Ghanaians are dirty. Yeah. In fact, I'm dirty. We are all dirty. Yes, let's put it right, because we might take pure water sachets, for instance. Everywhere has pure water sachets. You might just take it and just drop it on the street thinking someone will come and pick it up. But at the end of the day, it doesn't get picked up.
Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu echoes these frustrations, pointing fingers at the inaction of Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives MMDCEs.
I'm extremely disappointed with the level of inefficiency and complacency being exhibited by some of our chief executives. At this stage, excuses are nothing but an embarrassment to the people we serve. The sanitation situation in this region is unacceptable. It is a core responsibility. The stench, the filth, the choke drains are a reflection of your failure to lead from this moment. Your performance on sanitation will be under the strictest monitoring. The era of excuses is over.
So the pressing question is, how can the nation chart a way forward?
But I think if they give the district assemblies those chances to sentence people on it, I think it will help a little.
More education has to be moving from door to door to educate them, and they have to tell them the consequences for what. run dumping and run littering and all this. And so
You would have to first provide the bins. I mean, like if there are no bins, why are you penalizing people? So you need to provide bins. And that justifies if I put something outside the bin, then you can actually penalize me.
We should have an education. Maybe if the district assemblies could go around and gather the youth to educate them on how to clean up their environments and put around dustbins, which can help us reduce the debris in town. Yeah.
Some municipal chief executives, MCEs, are now rolling out fresh initiatives aimed at tackling sanitation woes in their jurisdictions.
We have initiated a two-way system collection point that is morning and evening, where the compactors go around to collect the refuse. These are also on evidence-based, and I want to show you to the camera. Currently, we have procured all sanitation materials, and we are about in November launching sanitation guards to manage the two constituencies, so as refuse collection will be a rapid and a responsible one.
That report was put together by my colleague Ejubi Uyafe Akentane. Now, Ghana's Black Stars will be aiming to edge closer to qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup when they face Chad this afternoon. Now, Coach Atto Addo's side remains unbeaten in the qualifiers and will be up against a Chadian team that has gone 6 games without a win in the campaign. Gabi Affair of the Citi Sports Desk has more in this report.
Coach Otuado has enjoyed an unblemished start to Ghana's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign, a sharp contrast to the AFCON qualifiers, where the Black Stars ended their group stage without a single win. This afternoon at the Stade Olympique Marechal Debi Itno, Otuado and his men will be looking to replicate their emphatic 5-0 victory over Chad in their previous fixture as they push closer to a 5th World Cup appearance in the USA, Canada and Mexico. Chad, winless in Group I, returned to their new home stadium for the first time in 6 years, but Coach Otuado voiced concerns about the quality of the playing surface.
I'm surprised that CAF allowed this pitch for an international match. The pitch is really not good. It's very hard, so for the players it's like playing on concrete. But yeah, what can we do? We have to take it as it comes, and we are prepared. We observed everything today. Like I said, it's not a good AstroTurf, to be honest. Nowadays there are far more better AstroTurfs.
The Black Stars will be without 2 key players, Alexander Jiku and Joseph Painso, for this afternoon's clash, after reporting to camp late.
Yeah, important players, otherwise I wouldn't have invited them. But yeah, like I said, we have to take it as it comes. Surely, full understanding for Jico. He has to find a club for the future, and he has to do the medical check. So there's nothing we can do about that. And yeah, with Joseph, luckily, it's always difficult, from America, especially from LA.
A win today would move Ghana a step closer to sealing qualification. Ahead of the game, some supporters shared their expectations.
I believe we'll be able to beat Chad, but the Mali match will be a bit difficult. But I think if we take our chances and the players also own up.
Yes, so personally I think Thomas Partey's inclusion in the squad is going to benefit us a lot because we really lack a holding midfield.
Those were some Ghanaians sharing their expectations ahead of the Black Stars march in about 30 minutes. In that report by my colleague Gabi Ofe. Now tune in to 97.3 Citi FM at 12:30 p.m. for an exciting build-up and live commentary with the Citi Sports team. Organisers of the much-anticipated outdoor event This is Ghana exhibition say preparations are far advanced to deliver a memorable experience for both exhibitors and attendees. The event, organised by Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, is scheduled for Saturday, September 6 and Sunday, September 7 at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park in Accra. The 2025 edition will showcase a wide variety of locally made products, services and innovations. Speaking on the Citi Breakfast Show ahead of events and partnerships at Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, Frema Edunyame encouraged the public to take advantage of the event to purchase made in Ghana goods at affordable prices.
I'm excited that we've opened up. This year we are getting more companies coming in. We have more sponsors. In fact, to even start the whole conversation, shout outs to our sponsors. They've really done amazing.
So you have MTN
everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere means everywhere.
Baby.
Exactly.
Style baby there.
Yeah. At the This is Ghana exhibition, we also have the GEA Village.
Sharp.
So apart from the exhibitors who are coming, the stand-alones, we are also going to have villages, you know, so for the GEA, for the Ghana Exim Bank, you know, so our sponsors are bringing also exhibitors as well. Yeah, so we create the villages for them. So whatever you are looking for, the gospel I am bringing is for we the patrons.
Tell us, talk to us.
We now,
yes,
by the grace of God,
yes,
MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle, FVV Foods,
yes,
GEA, GEPA, Ghana Exim Bank, William Belt, you know, they are supporting us.
Why do I say
that we know? Don't pay any money. Do you understand?
So we are coming free of charge.
Enter free of charge.
Oh my God.
You don't pay anything. Not online. Not on the ground.
Nothing.
Not after the event.
Nothing.
You don't pay anything.
Nothing.
But the anything now we are not paying.
Yes.
When we enter, we are coming to do window shopping.
Why do I say
so that we know, say, okay, even if I'm not buying car, if I want car, that is acceptable. I go the company.
Sharp.
Fema Iduyame is Head of Events and Partnerships at Citi FM and Channel 1 TV. This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is proudly powered by Channel 1 TV and Citi FM with sponsorship from MTN Ghana, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Ghana Exim Bank and FVV Rise. It is supported by Trillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies. And that's it for today's edition of the Citi Prime News. I'm Hawa Idrisu Mustafa. Please log on to citynewsroom.com for more stories. Thank you for your company.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hot